kids are wired. A wire kit, so they're more efficient.
Right. The little 26 fuses, they're getting hard to find.
It has a 1600 single port engine in it.
Nice little torque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, John. This is Eric. We were just kind of looking at his Baja here.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Mike, good to see you.
Yeah.
Master Fabricator, good to see you, buddy. So we got Volkswagens, man.
Yeah, they're invading.
Right on. Well, hey, welcome back to Brock's Garage. We're going to be doing some Volkswagens today. As you can see, we got Mike's Volkswagen that you guys kind of already seen, and we got another one from Eric. It looks like a badass Volkswagen there, bud.
Thank you.
So what's going on? I noticed the eyes are a little different on this one.
Yeah, it's a fiberglass kit, so a lot of times when you get a bug, they'll cut them up and get them wrecked in the front end.
Yeah.
So they make different fiberglass kits. Sometimes they have them out on the fender.
Like Mike.
Yeah, but then this one has the narrow eye. It's a different 70s kit.
Well, that looks cool, but what's this coming in, man?
Damn, check that.
Whoa.
That's a 2-for-1 deal.
That's Fred's hauler.
Now that is badass.
And spare parts with him just in case.
Hey, Fred.
Hey, buddy.
Nice to meet you. Hey, this is John Brockmueller.
Hey, nice to meet you, Fred.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, this is John Steady, the Master Fabricator.
Awesome.
And of course, you know Mike, and
This is my son, Eric.
you know Eric. Then
Yeah,
I just met your son. Then.
Yeah.
So who are these youngsters behind you that came with?
Get out.
No way. Yeah.
Got the cool shoes.
Yeah, grandson.
She actually did some fabrication on the
Really?
bogwan, we call it.
Wow. So what? There's a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. So let's just start at the front. What's going on with this hauler?
It's
Tell us the history here.
it was Avery's old V-dub. It was I worked for him years ago when I was a kid, younger than my son,
Yeah.
almost her age.
No way.
Yeah, and we built this, and it drug in about 75% of their cars with their wrecking yard they had.
And it was a Volkswagen wrecking yard.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
And-
Phil Avery, he was a huge mentor to me as taught me how to, what I do now.
So have you always been into Volkswagens though?
Yeah, I've got a variety, but yeah.
Obviously went to your son.
I've been bitten by the
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So you worked at the junkyard and they built this.
We built this. It was in the cover of VW Trends magazine back in '83.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah. And,
It was a different color then, right?
yeah, it was orange. They kind of painted everything. It was a crimson red, but they called it Avery orange.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They did quite a few of their hot rods and AMTs. They've shortened buses, chopped tops on things.
Mm-hmm.
We chopped the top on this one.
I was gonna say that how much chop is in that?
One business card.
Okay.
Really?
Back in the day, yeah, that's what he used for his mock-up.
And-
I was thinking it looks like more like about 4 inches, judging by the side.
And this is a what year?
65.
65.
It actually has a 71 rear. There's two buses we put together, so it's IRS in the rear.
I'll say.
This brake did.
So that's how you got the length on it then. You put two
Yes.
buses together, the frame wise.
The pickups.
Oh,
The
okay.
Volkswagen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, van have pickup deal.
Yeah, they had the full down sides.
Down bed.
Right.
Yeah. And then,
Wow.
yeah, I'll show Maddie. She can show you how it works. You want to go flip the switch?
Yeah, let's see this thing in action.
Yeah.
And this is actually the
and that's
hauler
how
for
you
the
get this thing
junkyard.
loaded up.
It was, and it brought in about 75% of all of the other way. All the cars that they drug in.
Now I remember this junkyard. There was two of them though, right? One in Kelso and one in Longview off that Dyke Road.
Yeah.
Dyke Road was Elmer, which was their dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
no.
I got parts from that one.
Yeah.
For my first Chevelle, I got parts of.
I used to go there all the time.
Oh, look at this thing, man.
I remember this. Seems to me they took it to a couple shows. They had a bug or something on the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Like
Kelly
this.
Canone, he still works for Avery's. It's different. It's been sold and bought a couple
Right.
times, but he still has the same car that was on the back when it was in the magazine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I think it was red too, wasn't it?
yellow.
Oh,
Yellow.
Man, that makes it easy to work underneath of it.
hell yeah!
Makes it easy to load cars up too.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I didn't break
Wow.
the lamps, but like I said, I've upgraded. I did the disc brakes to it.
So let's leave it like that for a minute. Let's
Oh,
just
I've
kind of
seen
walk
that.
down here. So you got disc brakes on it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a ram off of a tractor. Bill Ott and Phil Avery are pretty much the brainchilds of.
They're the engineers of all of this.
Yeah. I was just a young kid at the time that went out, pulled all the parts, and got them cleaned up and to solve the tank. And
Uh-huh.
I got a lot of hours of
Yeah,
scraping
yeah.
and cleaning, and then
Wow. So you guys hand fabricated the bed on this?
yeah, we built another one, and it was Steve Johnson had it. It was actually black, and they didn't chop the top, and it had a plywood deck on it. It always looked like Germany cricket. So-
Because of the top was so high?
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
No,
I
that looks good.
think he still has his. I'm not sure. He's over in Rainier. Yeah, it's like I said, I've had it for 35 years. They said they were going to sell it, and I thought I needed it. So
Well, I think you did need it. That's pretty cool, man. That is something.
I don't think
you
I've
just
ever
don't-
seen another one like it.
You just don't see it.
Wolfgang's built a copycat.
yeah, and
Oh,
he
did they?
actually,
Yeah.
and he got a lot of the idea from this. And I had a guy come. And
Who's Wolfgang's?
They do parts and stuff. I think in California
They're-
more.
I've
Yeah,
heard
they
of
have their own
Yeah.
part line and stuff.
What do you think of it, little man? What do you think?
You think you
Pretty good?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
think you could do some pull-ups?
Yeah.
You think
You
so?
wants to ride on it when it goes
Yeah.
up, don't you? I'll do it.
So California, some business in California copied this, huh?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
about 2010 they made it, I think.
Yeah, and he actually, I think they hold the world record for the big start. When we built this, we used to carry a race car on it. We used to go down to Sacramento. We kind of did the circuit back then.
A Volkswagen race car? or-
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Actually, we had Kelly's, which was a bug, and then we had a rail that was Volkswagen powered rail.
And this is Volkswagen powered, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's got a 2-liter type bus motor in it.
It's in the back like typical Volkswagen. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Got long shift linkage.
Oh,
I was gonna say, man,
long.
That's
tape
all
watch cable,
fabricated.
too.
Yeah, everything is. Yeah, it's been stretched and
Exhaust is long too.
no exhaust is off the motor. It's
Yeah, it's exhaust about that long.
yeah. It just it does its thing.
man, that's amazing. I would have never thought of having a Ram like that on the whole vehicle.
Like I said, Bill Ott, he did a lot of quite an ingenious guy.
Got the A-frame like an end dump trailer.
Yeah.
Goes way up like a long cylinder.
And of course, I drove off. I call it Alzheimer's or old timers disease because I didn't bring my Rams. Otherwise, I could show you how it unloads. But you just winch it on, secure it down, and off you go.
So shift gears for a quick second. What's about the vehicle on it? What's the story on that?
That's I kind of have a junkyard since I used to work at a junkyard. I
Yeah.
got a lot of Volkswagen parts. It's a Type 3 Volkswagen floor pan. I had a sand rail that I took and put to the Type 3 pan, and then the bug body. It was a 1966 bug that actually, when Mount St. Helens erupted back in 1980, it went through the mud flow, and it sat with all that mud and ash in there for so many
Ate the
years.
hell out of it.
It was wrong. The whole bottom was gone. Because a lot of people ask me, why'd you cut that bug out? Well, I
That's only
repurposed it. Yeah, I repurposed.
Oh, I
So
can
what
see
you're talking about is you cut it here, right?
I did. I cut it up quite.
So non-Volkswagen people will understand. You
Right.
cut it here and everything else is
Yeah,
gone.
'cause I can
This
see
is all
it.
fab and down below.
And the bottom
So,
of the-
so actually, it's a Type 3 floor pan, and then it's got the bug body. fitting
So
up.
you might explain what a Type 3 is. It's a fastback, a station wagon.
Station wagon.
Square back. Yeah.
Square back.
People that
Oh,
don't.
okay. I've heard of it. I never got into bugs.
Yeah,
Probably-
square backs.
I gotta tell you, it looks
Their beams
freaking cool.
It's a
They
lot
have
of
the disc
fun.
brakes
We usually
stock in
go up.
them, and they're a little bit
Like
beefier.
I said, a lot of friends and family have.
Like if you
helped
hold it
get
if you hold it up next to
play
ours,
days,
you
we
can
go
take
up.
a little bit
New Year's Day is always a mud run.
Really?
It's up in Rose
They
Valley,
came with this on it?
Yeah.
and then
Good to know.
yeah, it's just a toy.
a lot of
I
fun.
wonder if I have two beams.
I like your
with
cork.
drum brake. I was gonna do a
keeps
sand.
the beer cold.
I
It's
like
one
your
of them
cork.
projects I ain't got to yet.
Man,
But yeah,
well, that is an amazing
transmission
vehicle. I didn't know it did
I
that.
saw it.
I could
But
barely
yeah,
get off the pan,
like
so
I
I
said,
just
and
cut the rotten pan
I'd say
in
it brought in
half.
70% of the cars.
Well, now you got your suspension and everything else that you do.
Well, I was a customer, didn't know you,
My
but
brother-in-law left.
I was there in the old days. In the 80s, I got some parts from there.
Well, like I said, I was young when I started working there. I was probably about 16, 17 years
One of
old.
them's got a slight bend in.
Yep,
Well, those split
Can't
window
remember.
Volkswagens are just iconic. You know, everybody wants one of those. Yeah.
yeah, and you know, who knows what this thing's, you know, everybody goes, well, you selling? I don't know. I mean, how do you put a price on something like this? It's all
Yeah.
custom.
Right.
Um,
Oh, check out that cute little ratchet winch.
three generations. He'll be having it here sometime.
Really. Very cool.
You gonna haul cars on it too,
That's what it's all about.
Mr. Lucas? You gonna
Yeah.
haul some cars on it?
Yeah. Probably electric
Some
cars.
batteries. I was thinking.
No, don't say that.
Class 11.
Class 11s. Yeah, and this will be our 4th year. We'll be going back every year. We go down to Blake Wilkie and his Shreddy Life. He does a Class 11, which is kind of really gave him the bugs. You know, kind of revived them a little bit because everybody's taking and racing them now. They're fairly cheap to do. You know, it's basically a stock Volkswagen, but you can go out and
Because
do
the
the-
class 11, that's the off-road races that they did with the bugs, where you pretty much have to have the
Mhm.
stock specifications.
Oh, yeah,
for the
yeah.
full fender.
Yeah.
Too, but it's really grown class again.
Oh, wow.
now he's sponsored by MP and some of the other, so they're building a lot more of the parts. I mean, MP's always been around forever, you know, as far as Volkswagen accessories and stuff. So
Yeah, I know nothing about Volkswagens. Very, very little.
Chainsaw.
I had one
bar.
once, and that was.
There's a little everything up there.
Bit of everything. It's got horn, sirens, light. I mean, it's yeah, it's like I said, I kind of got a little junkyard, and I just
Didn't you notice what was up there on that tube coming down by the steering wheel?
So how long have you
Look at it.
how long have you had
Disco
this?
There, you see it
I-
here.
the car hauler itself I've had for over
Yeah.
35 years.
What's
I
that out
got
of?
This in the last couple of years.
Okay.
Not out of
Put it
no
together.
car.
Like I said, I had the rail, I had the Type 3 pan.
The add-on one.
You just put it together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nights in the garage.
It looks pretty neat.
Starts
I
with
think
the-
it's cool. It's all sandwiched looking Volkswagen bug.
Well, because of the Type 3
Not
pan.
sure.
Yeah.
See, the Type 3 is a station wagon. So they're a little bit longer.
Hmm.
And,
Peterson made one too, and the hose clamp you added on. You had to
so,
Yeah.
pull that.
That's what Mater's got
Fun.
on it. One of
a
those.
lot of smiles per mile.
Like a-
Right.
I got a
Yeah.
couple Manx dune buggies and stuff too, but this thing it usually draws a crowd. Where
Oh yeah. Well,
Or-
that's just not something you see ever.
yeah.
Eric, thanks for coming.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Maddie, right?
Yes.
And Lucas, thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Fred,
Yes.
thanks for coming and bringing your rides.
Absolutely.
So, thanks for coming, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, always good to see you, bud. And hey, make sure you guys subscribe to Brock's Garage. We got lots of shows coming. Get those hot rods out and get them out in the sun, man, because it doesn't fly very often in Washington State. Get your bikes out, do the same thing. Like I said, got a lot of shows coming, but I appreciate you tuning in into this one. Some really badass Volkswagens, guys. I mean,
Thanks.
I wish I had a Volkswagen now. This is getting to be
You need
crazy.
one? I've got more.
Oh, geez, don't talk to me, man. And we'll talk off
I was
camera.
thinking when he said that. Oh.
We'll talk off camera for make a deal. So anyway, thanks for tuning in to Brock's Garage, and hey, man, we're gonna catch you next time, Brock's Garage.